Did you know that R. Kelly dropped an album?
What do you mean?
What you mean? What I mean?
Like recent?
He dropped an album. So let me go to the report because I don't want to say
Okay,
nothing
please
crazy.
go to
Let me
go
go to the
to it,
article.
please.
Let me go to the article. Let's see. R. Kelly drops new album while in prison. This is TMZ.
Okay.
Okay, so it says that he went ahead and dropped the album. But the album, let's see, the album was uploaded by Ingrooves, which is the distributor owned by Universal Music Group and without ties to Sony Music. But the album has since been pulled from both Spotify and Apple Music.
Okay.
Let's see. A source says at Sony Music tells us despite the album's claim of being a release from legacy releases not true, appears that this is a bootleg version. It's still unclear how the album was dropped and who was behind putting it out. But
So
apparently the
what's
album
the
is
album
called
called?
I Admit It.
Okay.
And it features 13 songs with tracks with titles like I Found Love, Good Old Days, and Freaky Sensation. But it says that his last 3 tracks might be the most revealing. It is a 3-part piece called I Admit It, I Did It, where he unloads a ton of stuff he's done in the past. He put the full 19-minute track on SoundCloud back in 2018, but this marks the first time it's made it to Apple or Spotify.
Okay.
So the crazy part about it is, okay, somebody put the album out and then it got pulled, but I'm just kind of wondering, like, for all those who was talking all this shit about R. Kelly with this, like, if they can get a hold of that album, do you think they'll get it?
Yeah.
I honestly think so.
Yes.
And the reason I believe why is first because although y'all say that y'all don't support his music and stuff like that, with this article saying that he released songs with tracks like called I Admit It, I Did It, people are gonna naturally want to go see what the fuck he got to say.
Right. And my thing is, I don't think the title is what people are gonna think.
It may not be like that straightforward, but the fact of the matter is it's named that, so people are gonna, it's a way to get people to come in and listen. R. Kelly knew what he was doing with that.
There's a thing, like I've been watching a lot of videos lately about R. Kelly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this woman may be able to get him off and get him out of prison because they got evidence that she basically told on herself, and it wasn't what they thought. So basically, okay, we all know the story. The only young person that was around him was the girl he peed on.
Right.
Her dad was in the band of R. Kelly and never quit. Her aunt was Sparkle, who led her there, and all this stuff. And the girl never wanted to press charges. So none of this stuff has anything to do with why he's in prison, right? Everybody from there on, they all were adults age.
Right.
They were 18 and up, and they kept saying they were in captivity, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this one particular woman, she went on a radio station and she had a book sold. She had the #1 book in the world and blah, blah, blah. And she made money doing interviews. She made her money.
Right.
She straight up was like, I was what you would call a fly-in.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, well, what's a fly-in? She said, well, I can fly in and out as I please. I can just come and go and just fly wherever I want to go, back home, whatever. Then they said, well, how did you get captive? You know, how'd you get held captive? She was like, it wasn't until I moved into the house where I became captive.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, oh. And she said, well, I wasn't captive in the sense of like I couldn't go anywhere. Or I couldn't do anything. I didn't permission. She was like, I was mentally captive.
So speaking on that.
No. They said, how old were you when you got in contact with Mr. Kelly? 35.
What the fuck? Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna comment on that because I'm not about to have Black woman Twitter coming at me. But that, okay. So
that was our words. People can look it up.
I'm gonna go back to the article because I'm glad you said what you said. Yeah. So it says that R. Kelly directly addresses the allegations as tracks go on, saying they're brainwashed, really, kidnapped, really, can't eat, really. Real talk, that shit sounds silly. While it's unclear exactly who he's talking about, he also seems to blame the parents of one of his female flings for introducing them, saying, "And if you really, really want to know, her father dropped her off at my show and told the boy to put her on stage. I admit that she was overage." Um, so yeah, as we reported, Spotify made the call back in 2018 to stop promoting his music when allegations about running a sex cult continued to pick up steam. But it sounds like R. Kelly's made it back to the platform with his telling tracks.
Yes,
That's from TMZ. So that's not from me, TMZ. I don't
right.
know how far to take that, but the fact of the matter is, I just feel like this is going to be one of those situations where it makes me think about that episode of the Boondocks. Because
Boondocks be getting it right.
But and I'm not neither for nor against R. Kelly. I don't have a stake in this claim at all. Like, he could be a shitty person that did all that. He may not have. I don't know. Yeah. I wasn't fucking there. But it makes me think about that episode when he did get indicted on the Boondocks, and he clearly did some crazy shit, based on the evidence. But niggas are still like, well, why are you supporting him? Cause he good, on some hood shit, right?
Yeah.
I'm almost wanting to feel like that kind of same sort of scenario is going to happen with that album coming out, because, like I said, he named the album "I Admit It." So I wonder if that's like
tune in,
drawing people in to go see it. That's if the album's even available. I don't know if it's available, but I'm thinking hypothetically, right? If the album is available, how many people are going to get to that album? Is it going to sell out?
I will definitely listen to it.
See, exactly.
I'm gonna listen to it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna jam that. So I'm not gonna say jam. I will listen to it to see what's going on.
Now, call me fucked up, okay?
Yeah.
Again, I don't support R. Kelly. I'm not support, but I'm not for nor against this situation.
Yeah.
I'm not for nor against him in this situation. Let me put it that way. I love his music. I think he's a talented artist. I'll just say that. But
and I'm just gonna say, for me personally, I don't know everybody else or you, I still jam the fuck out of some R. Kelly.
Yeah, no, I still listen to R. Kelly.
All right.
I solely am one of the people where I believe in separating the art from the artist.
Thank you.
I still appreciate the art, because that goes into the whole thing. Well, if you get mad at R. Kelly for talking about this sex stuff, or even if he ain't even talking about none of that, but even if he did this, he's still creating an art, and that the art is good. You listened to it before. So if we're gonna boycott
at the graduation, my fifth grade graduation was I Believe I Can Fly.
If we're gonna boycott R. Kelly because of the things that he did, then there's a lot of other artists that have done some shitty shit too that didn't boycott it. And y'all still jamming his music. But that's besides the point. Where I was trying to get to was that you made me fucking forget, man.
My bad. Go ahead.
You made me forget.
Come on, man. Run it back.
Oh, okay. So I'm not for nor against him in this situation, right? But I would say that if Spotify, Apple was smart, they probably would want to let that music stay on there, because they're gonna make a lot of fucking money off of that album.
Well, yeah.
I think that R. Kelly's fan base is still strong and will sell the fuck out. That's me personally. But again, this is not me advocating for him as a person. This is looking at him as a creator as art. I'm looking at the art, just the art. You know what I mean? So
yeah, think about it like this. You go to any swing out club.
Yeah, they still playing fucking happy.
90% of the music in there is produced by R. Kelly.
They still playing happy people in that motherfucking Step to the Name of Love. Like, if you let me tell you something. If you over 55 years old and you talking about fuck R. Kelly and still go to the swing out club, you're a hypocrite.
You ain't dancing to nothing.
You're a hypocrite. Yeah, that's what you are. You're a hypocrite, because you ain't gonna go knowing goddamn well that 85% of the music is produced by R. Kelly, sung by R. Kelly, performed by R. Kelly.
Yes.
You ain't gonna tell me you're gonna go pay that damn $5, go to the goddamn post to go get up and sit on your ass.
I'm telling you, man.
You done got your hair done.
Come on, bro. They hear that beat, they just be sitting there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then eventually they like, all right, come on.
Yeah, even if you ain't gonna get up, you're gonna chair dance like a motherfucker. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was a crazy thing that he's putting out an album. So I'm kind of, like I say, I don't know if the album's out. I'm all going based off of things that I'm reading.
Right.
I don't know if the album's out. I don't know if it's been pulled or anything like that, but I'm really curious to know if, as a matter of fact, Okay, so if you're listening to this podcast and
Yes.
if you found out that R. Kelly had just dropped the album and the album is available on any platform, put a thumbs up if you would buy it. Like this post if you would buy it. Like this podcast. Whatever you're watching this
In the
on,
comments, I want to see
put it in the
thumbs up.
comments. Whatever you're watching this on, double tap this and tell us whether or not you buy that album. And if you won't, tell us why. Plain and simple.
And tell us if you don't want to do it. Tell us why not.
Yeah. Like we want to know everybody's perspective because I mean, you know, I ain't gonna judge you on it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should be judging what they think.
Because if you really don't want to listen to R. Kelly, my argument is always going to be, how far of R. Kelly do you not want to listen to?